I was about 2.5 months into a new role, and I was co facilitating a class, a new hire class with another trainer. And one day I logged in and I got the news that would send a perfectionist into a spiral. He was going to be out sick, and I was going to be leading the class that day. Mhm. And so I had about 15 minutes to prepare. And I spent the first two of those 15 minutes crying, dry heaving, punching the air, and sliding down the wall because I was terrified. I was still within my training period, so I was still learning the content. I didn't feel like I knew it well enough to be able to train it to people who were learning this job function, and they were depending on me. I was terrified that I would lose their trust in some type of way, that I would fail them in some type of way. But by minute three, I got up, I dried my face, I opened my agenda, and I knew it was time to get to work. I had to start planning the day, whether I was ready or not. And this is what I did not see coming. He wasn't going to be out sick one day. He wasn't out sick 2 days or even 3 days. He was out sick a week and a half. He and his family had caught a nasty flu. And so I was left holding down the fort. And I can say, man, I didn't think I was going to get through it. But I did. I held it down. Before I was ready, before I felt confident, before I thought I should. And guess what? I didn't die. And as my sister would say, a 100% survival rate. And I just want to encourage you today that there are going to be times that require you to go, to start, to move before you are ready. And movement is momentum. And don't allow yourself not to start, or don't not start because you don't feel like you're ready. Sometimes time is of the essence. And sometimes the moment, the situation, is going to require your movement. What was going to happen if I said no in that moment? They would have brought somebody else in. My boss would have led the class. Sure, maybe. But I can tell you that because I chose to step into the uncomfortableness of the moment, that I learned so much, that I learned how to use the agenda. I learned bits and pieces about the content, that even while I was shadowing and I was listening, that there were pieces that I had missed. And I felt so much more comfortable and confident after being put in the hot seat. And so don't shy away from being put in the hot seat, because that's what's going to grow you the most. We talked yesterday about failing publicly, and Today, we're talking about not being afraid to start even when you're not ready. This is going to help you to be able to overcome being a perfectionist, because that's not the true story. Failing out loud, doing things that challenge you, doing things that pull you out of your comfort zone and force you to grow are always going to be the most impactful, especially in your leadership journey. So I'm not going to hold you long. I just wanted to encourage you today that don't shy away from the hot seat. And we will talk soon. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.